Hi everybody, Elizabeth Cullen here from CNY Physical Therapy and Aquatics. Today I'm going to be showing you some techniques to help loosen up the muscles in your pelvis and hips and low back. So the first one we're going to do today is going to help loosen up your quads and hip flexors. So your quads are the muscles that run on the top of your thigh. Your hip flexors attach in through your pelvis and down and into your hip and thigh. So what you're going to do, you place one hand on your stomach, the other hand's going to go on your thigh. Now the hand that's on your stomach, you're going to sink into your stomach just a little bit. You're going to keep your hands nice and relaxed. You're going to take some nice, deep, slow breaths in. Slowly breathing out. And you're going to sink your hand into your stomach, not hard at all, really, just really nice and gentle. You're trying to sink in so that your hand is on the actual tissue underneath, not on the fat and skin and clothing. Now the hand that's on your thigh is going to sink down into your thigh first, and then it's going to be sliding down towards your knee a little bit. But we don't, again, want to slide on the surface. We don't want to slide, just go like this. So we're sinking down first so that when we slide, it's more like we're pushing through mud. So again, the hand on the stomach is kind of an anchor point. It's not completely in the middle. It's a little off to the side. And then I'm just sliding my hand down my thigh just a little bit. Now the hand on my thigh isn't moving very far. It's just trying to push against the gentle resistance of the tissue underneath. Now I'm not trying to force this. You can't force this to relax. So if you really try to push super aggressively, that's just going to shut this whole process off. You want to be nice and gentle, sinking down first, and then gently pushing down towards your knee. You can also do this lying down with your knees bent as well, if this position doesn't work out for you. I like this one though because you can do it anywhere, and literally could do it during a Zoom meeting and no one would even know. Now if this hand placement doesn't work for you, you can in fact switch your hands and go like this. That's perfectly fine. One thing about this though, after you do one side, you absolutely want to do the other side as well, because we want to loosen up both sides all the way across. If you loosen up just one side, even if you have one side that's a little bit more problematic than another one, you're going to irritate some things a little bit and you can throw yourself off a little bit. So by doing both, we're trying to keep everything kind of symmetrical and loosened up. So once you've spent about 5 minutes doing this technique, do it on the other side as well. Okay. So the next technique that we're going to be working on is going to help loosen up the muscles in through your back on the side. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your hand, reach across your body, and put it on your pelvis. So a lot of times people think this is your hips. It's actually your pelvis. Your hip is all the way down in here. So when we say put our hands on our hips, what we're actually doing is putting our hands on our pelvis. So we're going to put our hand on our pelvis. We're going to reach up and across. You want your body kind of just to relax here, so even though I'm reaching up, my arm is resting down on my head. I'm just hanging out here. My body's going to lean a little bit away from my right side, so leaning over to the left. Now the hand that's on my pelvis is just basically trying to help keep my pelvis down. So the tendency is for your whole body just to kind of shift like that. That's not going to do anything good, because the structures that need to be stretched are coming along with it. So by holding it down and then reaching over, you get a really nice stretch all the way through this whole side and up your arm. So again, we're going to hang out here for about 3 to 5 minutes. Now this particular technique, if you have some disc issues going on in either your neck or your back, You're going to want to hold off on this until you know that this is an appropriate technique for you. Same thing if you have a lot of arthritis going on in either your shoulder or your low back. And I can feel a stretch all the way through, all the way down my arm, all the way down my back, and in through my tailbone as well. You want to just take some nice deep breaths. Try to keep your body nice and relaxed. And after about 3 to 5 minutes here, you're going to come back up. Relax your arm back down. Take your hand off your side. Reach across. And then do the exact same other technique on the other side. So again, my hand's holding it down. I'm reaching across my body. And up and over. Trying to stretch everything up and across. And I keep it nice and gentle. And I relax here for again about 5 minutes. When I'm coming back down, I sit back up straight, bring my arm back down, and then relax everything. And now when you're finished, take a nice deep breath in, slowly breathe out, and that's it for today. If you have any questions about any of these techniques or any of the other ones that I've shown you in any of the previous videos, feel free to reach out to me. You can reach me at cnypt.liz@gmail.com. If you have any other questions, please send me a message. I'll be happy to help you out in any way I can. Otherwise, check in for a couple days and I'll show you some more techniques. Have a great day.